Hello, my name is Harriet Jackson, and I'm a student currently enrolled in the Integrated Business Analysis class with Dr. Guah. For our final assignment, we were given the opportunity to create a case study of any company within our Master of Business Administration concentration and analyze the company. For my case, I decided to analyze the battle between the federal government and technology companies. More specifically, I focused on the case between the FBI and Apple. Okay, here we have, as you can see, the outline of my presentation for today. Introduction. The advancement of technology has led to many strengths and weaknesses within our society. One weakness for the government is the ability to access information stored within technical devices. In the case between Apple and the FBI, the federal government presents Apple Incorporated with a request for technological assistance to access an Apple device used by a mass shooter. In this shooting, 14 individuals were left dead. The FBI was aware that after too many attempts, they took the chance of losing any information stored within the device. As a business, Apple reflected on their decision and how their decision could impact their brand. The main component of this case was consumer data privacy and security. The company background. My case study decided to focus on Apple because many businesses rely on Apple to gain profit. Apple is one of the largest technical and electronic producing companies. Founded in 1976, Apple has established its brand through its production of hardware, software, and electronics. Apple has gained a network of business partners who are also in the top of their industry. For example, Apple partners with Verizon, which is the number one telecommunication company in the telecommunication industry. Apple has provided multiple strategies of security for its consumers that expand further than just the passcode entrance. Advancements in technology that Apple has incorporated into their businesses is the ability of consumers to gain Apple ID. Apple ID is an account that this company has created to allow its consumers to access their information from multiple Apple products and provide maximum security. Apple requires 8 or more characters in a password must include an upper and lowercase letters and at least one number. This ensures that the password is not easily figured out by third parties. Apple has gone further by incorporating two factors authentication as well. This requires more than one authorization to access a device. Thus, Apple has entrusted Security SOX Layer (SSL) to protect the transmission of data from one server to the next. Without the help of Apple, the FBI was still able to gain access to the device and move forward in the investigation. Though the main focus to the FBI was solving the case, Apple had more to think about. There was much danger associated with the yes. For a company that has built its brand and established its mission statement and customer loyalty, the danger of saying yes to the FBI could have affected the way the data privacy of Apple is viewed. This could have allowed Apple users to feel as if Apple data privacy was dysfunctional and jeopardized the integrity of their services. As a database management system for business relations, saying yes could have had Apple fall down a slippery slope and be pinned with responsibilities they are not even responsible for. By giving information one time, Apple could be pinpointed for giving information of personal records, although it has always kept accuracy in consensual records. As consumers are drawn away from yes, this would also cause Apple to have to start a new consumer profile to become more aware of their consumers and what the consumers' values are. In many cases, consumers of technology value data privacy. Consumer data privacy is the ability of a consumer information account to remain confident in their personal information not to be sold or given to a third party. Based off of published research, 69% of individuals as of 2017 were concerned with security and privacy of their electronics. As many consumers fail to trust in the companies in which they invest their technology in, this percentage shows how detrimental releasing this information could have been for Apple as a business. More so, it could have affected those who are associated with Apple and depend on Apple for profits such as AT&T, Verizon, Intel, and other electronics. One of the threats that exists is that the court order Apple to provide a written code. This violates the First Amendment by taking away the freedom of speech of a technical company. Forcing Apple to release a code draws more attention to the technology company and the government, as many are looking at the response of Apple. As a company tries to deliver every word it says, Apple must also live up to whatever word is given that is being demanded of them. Being that computer codes have been identified as protective speech, this gives Apple a stepping stone on how to navigate. Not being the first technical company to face a run-in with the government, the response of Apple could be a highlight of the future. If Apple would have agreed to change a computer code, this opens up room for third parties to flood Apple consumers' content and release personal information violating the data privacy that they had established in their security guidelines. This could lead to the wrongful release of information and could cause people to easily be incriminated and law enforcement jobs to become easier. This could also make thorough investigation become less common and limited, creating a gap in the criminal justice arena. The government and Apple's run-in caused many individuals in government positions to question Apple's brand. Even President Obama questioned how the government could grant the power of technical companies to have data privacy and still not support the government in cases such as this one. However, the branding of the company was at stake. Apple could have said yes and ruin relationships with their business partners, lose their customer loyalty and trust, and experience a decline in retention rates. Too many negative associations were associated with Apple saying yes to please the government. The government was not in support of Apple's decision. Accepting the fact that Apple's decision can affect many others economically in another part of the decision-making process, Apple must consider the established relationship and trust they have worked hard to gain over the years. Thus, Apple is subject to do what is right and what is beneficial. Apple cannot place emphasis on the requests such by FBI, but place emphasis on those who support the business daily and help the business thrive. This includes the investors, business partners, employers, and consumers. Apple has to decline the request of the FBI and work to ensure that there is no glitch in the security of their product. The fact that a third party was used gives Apple a task to work on to improve the quality of their product. Apple should also keep those in their immediate circle informed in how they are addressing the third party issue since a third party is the one that broke the code for the particular phone that was in question. And here is a list of the references that I used during my case study.